Well, hey there. Welcome to the Pawpaw Chronicles and More with Jim. Well, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this grafted tree and transplant it into this bag. We've been dealing with 90+ degree temperatures all week this week. Right now it's 91. We're heading into the cool part of the day. This evening the heat advisory is supposed to end. But I'm going to transplant this tree, but I'm going to try and do it in such a way not to stress it. But trying to get it to harden off, and it's taken an extremely long time for it to harden off. Something had been eating on the leaves of it, and I found some type of a worm, caterpillar type worm or something. I just plucked it off and threw it over to the side. That being said, the pot itself I'm not too awful worried about. I've shown once before how to do this without disrupting the roots, and I'm going to go ahead and get this prepped up. We'll cut the bottom off. Cut around the edge of it. The very bottom plate, that is. You know, some people say, oh, reuse them pots. Okay, yeah, you're right. You can reuse the pots. But here's the thing. Which has more value? This pot that you're worried about? Or the tree? This pot I can buy and probably get enough of them in a bulk that probably end up costing me roughly around $1.05 a piece. The grafted tree itself is worth $40+. So I would much rather discard the pot and save the tree. Got a lot of root down here in the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I got some mycorrhiza that I'm going to spread down in the bottom here. I've already pre-filled the bag to the depth of the soil up here, and now it's just a matter of getting her set. Mind you, I'm holding it together, sliced on this side and sliced on the opposite side. And I'm just going to set the pot right down in there. She's pretty good at the right depth. Now I'm just going to take this dirt and I'm going to spread it around that pot. What I'm trying to do is not disturb the roots too awful bad. Now this dirt is a dirt that's being reused, but as I've shown in previous videos, is repurposing soil. What do you do with it? Well, what I did with this soil is I mixed it with a biocarbon, which was a compost, cow manure type compost, and biochar, excuse me. I'm about halfway up to the top of the pot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more of this mycorrhiza around the edges. Because as the root grows, it'll come across the mycorrhiza. The mycorrhiza attach itself to the root system and then start help pulling nutrients out of the soil to feed this tree. I think one of the reasons why it's taken so long for this tree to harden off is because the stress of not having room in the pot for that root system to grow. And I think this is going to help a little bit with that. And let's get some more dirt around there. A little bit sloppy. That's the reason why I'm out here on this concrete pad. I'm losing soil down around the bag itself. These root trapper bags do a good job at helping the tree develop root mass. It's designed to do that. Now that I'm up here far enough, what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete the slice that I had created. Let's get it turned around here. There you have it. Now, this is a trick that somebody had shared with me, and I tell you what, it's a pretty cool trick. We'll put a little bit more dirt around there, just for good measure. Easy as pie. Now I can really put the dirt to it. Finish off to the top. There. You know, the one thing that I did come to find when it come to using root trapper bags on small seedlings, I had 1 quart bags. They held too much moisture and it really created a lot of problems for the tree. Now the biochar has been charged up with a kelp and calcium type fertilizer. And the calcium will help the mending of the scar of the callus on the union of the grafted tree. Get some water on this. And we'll give it plenty of water. Let that seep down in there. The thing about it is, doing it this way right here, there's no air bubbles going on here. There's no air pockets against that root. And the dirt is settling down, and the top of the pot where the soil was is kind of like up just a hair. So that means after this settles down real well, which is going to take it a long while because these pots hold good moisture. And once I get it all set up and it's done, I won't have to worry about it no more. I'm going to take a number of my grafted trees and I'm going to plant them like this. I did it last year with one of these pots on persimmons, 2 of them in particular, that were smaller than this tree. And right now those persimmons are pushing 4 foot tall and they're still inside the bags. And they're doing exceptionally well. I had, like I said, a number of grafted trees. When they get to the stage that I'm looking for, I'm going to do them the same way I just did this tree right here, and I'm going to grow out the grafted trees in these root trapper bags. Let these trees get roughly around 3.5 to 4 foot tall and see how they do. It'll take a year or 2 for that to happen, but with the help of the greenhouse, the biochar and the biocarbon mixed in with the soil, that'll help this tree to grow even a little bit quicker. And plus I'll keep up with the fertilization on this little tree. Pawpaws, amazing little trees to work with. Now, some of you that follow on this group right here, I produce, as you know, an awful lot of videos, and there's a lot of videos I produce that's not on this YouTube channel, but is on the Pawpaw Facebook group called Pawpaw Chronicles. Same name as the channel. This one here is Pawpaw Chronicles and More with Jim. But if you're somebody that gets on Facebook and you haven't come across it, check out Pawpaw Chronicles Facebook group, and you'll come up and come across an awful lot of videos that I've created over a period of several years involved with the pawpaw. Well, anyways, I got some other things over here I got to take care of, and in there, let this settle down for a while and revisit it. My name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell for any notifications. Any comments or questions that you may have, I welcome. You have a God blessed day.